Folks, how y'all doing today? I'm Stately, this is City Skylines, and welcome as usual to the fair town of Good Intentions, where we've got two projects lined up today. First of all, I want to create a more elaborate cemetery, and I want to do that in part because I want to get rid of this cemetery and take this whole university area here and turn it into a proper university with the campus expansion. Because I have the campus expansion now. Yay! So what I was thinking is we'll put down some kind of necropolis, a larger cemetery up in the hills here. And we'll move a couple of our cemeteries and a crematorium up there. So let's go ahead and get a road going. And let me see if I can view the terrain here. Yes, this will make it a little bit easier to work out how to get up there. It's, I guess it's probably not too steep to go more or less straight up, huh? But that's boring. And why would we do boring when we don't have to? So let's just kind of weave on up. Like that. And then go around the corner just a little bit, and then we'll set up a small section of straight road here. So, okay, that gets us up into the area we want to use for the cemetery. That's good. Now I've downloaded some resources for this. Let's see what they look like. I haven't really peeked yet. This is the standard cemetery. We have a sauna. I keep forgetting about the sauna. I keep thinking I should do something with it. We have, let's see, cemetery number 2. And I think cemetery number 2 is the same size as cemetery number 1. Yes. That's fine. And then we have the large crematorium here. And I figured we'll put the crematorium in the middle, have the cemeteries on either side. So let's go like this and this. And then we'll put that crematorium down in the middle, like so. That seems like it should work just fine, and then we'll run roads up the sides here and here. Let's get some facilities, some utilities up here. Water and power. Where does the power come from? Well, we have a power plant right there, so that should be easy. We'll use the rural power lines, though. These little guys. We'll just go down like this and cross the road, and just like that, we're good. Okay, so they've got power, they've got water. We're gonna flatten things out just a little here. No, we're not gonna bulldoze things. We're gonna flatten them out. Get those parking spots looking a little less ridiculous. Now this does seem to have built-in parking, so that means I probably won't have to put in my own. That's good. And alright, we have two different cemeteries. Are they comparable in size? At a glance they looked to be the same. And they are. So we'll move it back one block on either side, and we'll have one of each of these. Oh, I don't know what this is. What is this? A yoga garden. No, that's not where we bury dead people. There we go. Alright, a little bit of terrain leveling to make this all a little less bumpy. Not what I was trying to do. That brush strength, man. Never leave your brush strength at 1. Bad things happen. we'll just get rid of that hill completely and just spread things out a little bit. Okay, that's nice, right? I wouldn't mind being buried here. We got a fallen tree that needs to go away. And then we'll run a road around the back. You know what? Chicken butt. Maybe we won't run a road around the back. I feel like we should, but... Alright, fine. We will. We just need to... force that down on the ground. And go out to here. Nope, not there. I want it right around the edge, if it's at all possible. So I guess that will go here, and here, and here. Very good. Lower this section just a tiny bit. Alright, that's nice. Very respectful. So let's go ahead and start emptying this one out. And once it's empty, we'll delete it. And now let's go over here and get started on today's main course, if you will. So, I think what we're going to do is get rid of much of this, but not quite all of it. Let's go ahead and demolish everything, including the existing university, which will make people sad, obviously. Delete the fences around it. I'm going to try to keep these roads in place. But that might not be viable. And I'd like to keep the housing in place as well. What we are definitely going to do, though, is dezone this. We might put something else there, we might not. We'll see. Okay, so it's time, folks. Our very first university. Trade school, liberal arts, or a university. I think we'll start out modest and we'll do a trade school first. That seems probably going to be the highest demand. Alright, let's put down a university zone, paint campus area, and we'll go with basically this entire area up to, but not including the stuff that's already there. So this and this, but not this. And we'll go all the way up here. These buildings associated with the universities are pretty big, so we want as much room as we can get. Oops. I don't know if we'll use it all right away, but I feel like eventually we probably will. So there we go. That's our campus area. It's named aptly campus area. It's a good name for it, right? And we can turn the simulation back on, I guess, when we do this. I feel bad for all of the university students who have to wait for their new university to roll around. Okay, and like we said, we're doing a trade school. Oh, wow. Okay. Even the, hold on a sec. We got a power problem. Nothing we can't fix. Just run a little bit of power line there, and all is once more well in the world. So that building is even bigger than I expected. But that's okay. We'll just put it down where the old one used to be. Right there. And what is this? Is this like our main campus? That's the administration building? Really? So yeah, that's just for starters, I guess. The administration building is the very first step in this endeavor. Let's see what else we need to make this actually work. We need trade school dormitory, perhaps not, study hall, groundskeeping, a book club. Really? Is that what we start with? All right. Well, so I have like, this was originally meant to be student housing. I'm okay with it not being student housing, but it's just housing. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so we got our dormitory, and where shall we put the study hall? Opposite the dormitory? Do we need a separate road leading out to the study hall? I think we'll put the study hall right opposite the dormitory here. And what else? We got groundskeeping, keep the campus blah blah blah, increases campus attractiveness. Well, I don't see why we wouldn't want to do this. And we had this area here where we originally had some office buildings that were like moonlighting as campus buildings. So I think that would be a perfectly nice place for this. And then the book club, here we'll put it next to the study hall. And that, I guess, is our basic university setup here. I'm not sure what we need to do. Okay, so the trade school shall be named School of Mining and Crafting. Good stuff. And here's a problem. By the look of it, we are already way over our capacity. I'm a little unclear on how the capacity works. We might need more dormitories or something to increase the capacity. So we have the academic works here. Shall we spend a little bit of money on some more academic staff? That sounds good. And let's give these nice people a research grant. Okay, policies. Visiting scholars. Let's see. Faculty bonus plus 25%, upkeep plus 25%. Seems okay. Universal education. I don't want no tuition fees. No such thing as a free lunch, but we'll give them healthcare. Because everybody has a right to healthcare. Okay, so we've already maxed out our student count. This is going well. I think we just need another one of these. So we'll just put it opposite the first one. Right there. And I'm not going to start filling out this central area just yet because I don't know what else we have to put down here. So that has that increased our student capacity? I don't know. It doesn't really say. This says 765 out of 500. But it looks like we're already up to 871 students here. I'm not sure if they need to have the dormitories or if they'll live in apartments given the chance. So yeah, 955 students out of 500. I think what's going on here is this is what we need to progress to the next level, but it's not a level cap. Oh, here's the level cap, 1,030 out of 1,050. So we need to get the campus attractiveness up a little bit in order to level up. I've kind of put one of everything down, though, so I don't know how we can make the campus more attractive. Oh, here's something I haven't put down. A police academy, really? Oh, these are the actual schools. We need actual schools to go with this, and I have absolutely no room for actual schools here. Yeah, this is going to take up a lot more space than I thought. I can squeeze this in here. I guess I don't have much of a choice. I thought this was going to be a sufficiently large area for all of this. It would appear that I might be mistaken in that regard. But let's see how things go. Okay, I need a much smaller brush size for this, and we'll go ahead and fill this green space in. And that looks pretty good. Back here, it's a little rough, but we have our shopping mall back here, and I mean our strip mall, and there's not really a whole lot of opportunity to do anything there. So for now, I think, okay, our attractiveness is good, our student count is good, but we need to let the school create some academic works. And I don't think we want to spend quite that much money. So we're just going to have to let it do its thing for now, I guess. Okay, well, while we wait for that, we'll come check in later in the episode, but let's go see how our new neighborhood is doing. And our new neighborhood is actually filled out pretty nicely. This is good. It's a little sparse. I think maybe we need some trees. What about this tree? Is this a nice tree? I'm not really getting any trees in the green space between these buildings. I might have to place those manually. But that's okay. We can do that, and we can even use the line tool. Oh, look at that. Look how nice that is. Isn't that just lovely? I think that's just lovely. A tree for every house and a house for every tree. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful little neighborhood. Let's fill in this little section here that I didn't quite manage last time. Residential demand is it's back up again, which is, I guess, not too surprising. Is that about at a good angle? Yeah, and then we'll do this. That's okay. I want to raise this a little bit here. Just about there. And what shall we do with this area? I mean, more of the same houses is tempting, obviously, but I think we'll just put residential in here. It's not a particularly desirable area for anything else. But maybe we'll have slightly larger buildings back here. And maybe we'll even have a couple on the side road there. Okay, I think that'll work just fine. It's got water, it's got power. These are the Green City self-sufficient buildings, and I do rather like them. So we have some commercial demand right now, and I think this strip of land between the roads and the subway will be a good place for some commercial buildings. I also think that maybe this zone should be a commercial specialization, specifically organic and local produce, because that fits in with the oh yeah, that's gonna get rid of all of the other commercial stuff that I put down here too, isn't it? So be it. That's our post office over there, and we're just gonna have this big nice strip of commercial zoning here. We'll do the same thing on the other side to about here. And maybe we'll put down some offices here, because there's always room for more offices. That should help this place fill out pretty well. So, how's traffic? I think we need to take a look at traffic throughout the town real quick. Let's see if we have any traffic issues that require our attention. Let's see. This is kind of a mess. I mean, we have stoplights here, but they don't seem to be working. Help us, traffic manager. You're our only hope. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not what I was trying to do. I don't know how the timed stoplights work yet. What we'll do instead is we'll make this a right-of-way intersection, and hopefully that'll keep the traffic flowing a little bit better, because the vast majority of the traffic here is going to be going straight, I hope. Maybe not. I got a lot of trucks here that are actually turning left. Maybe that's the issue. Well, there's a couple things we can do here to to alleviate these traffic jams. But the first thing I think is we'll go ahead and prevent people from going straight in this leftmost lane. This is going to be left turns only. This should work better. At least this way, the traffic that's getting stuck in this lane is all turning off, and it's not stopping traffic that's going straight. So that seems to clear that up a little bit. Let's see what other issues we might be having here. This is marked as busy, and it is. I don't know that there's a lot we could do about it. It seems that maybe if I turn these both into one lanes, that might help. But it's not a major issue, and it doesn't seem to be causing any trouble yet, so we'll worry about that when the time comes to worry about that. Funky Town. What's going on in Funky Town? Honestly, the traffic in Funky Town is pretty good. We have really good public transit here, and frankly, not a whole lot of parking. So that kind of limits the amount of traffic we end up with. What do we got here? This does not look like it's worthy of my attention. This is red, but I don't really see any issues. This has always been red, but again, it flows pretty well. There are no long traffic jams here. And everything else seems fine. So let's check in with the School of Mining and Crafting again and see what we're doing. We have enough students. We have plenty of students. We have plenty of campus attractiveness. But we can't level up until we've made some academic works. So we'll have to wait. We've got a grant. Eventually these people will hopefully come up with some academic works. And in the meantime, let's put down a bit of a park in the center area here. a small park, not a playground, maybe a plaza would be appropriate for a university. What do we got? I have a bunch of stuff from the workshop that might be good for this. Let's see, we got a Pokemon Battle Arena. I'm pretty sure I didn't subscribe to that. 4x8 Plaza Park. That's what I'm talking about. And can we link these together? Maybe if we're very careful with our asphalt painting tool. We can get a couple of linked parks. Lincoln Parks, guys. We're Lincoln Parks. I know, I know. Stately, please stop with the puns. I'm sorry. Punning is in my nature. And I think we got a pretty nice university going on here. It's just, it's kind of cramped. I think at some point, if we want to add a new trade school, we might have to move the study hall down to maybe here. Can we do that? Would it fit? Oh yeah, it would actually fit. Yeah, that's fine. And this book club. I wish it would go there, but it doesn't. So for now, we'll leave the book club where it is. We may well have to move it at some point, and if we do, so be it. But for now, we'll leave it where it is. Now, as far as traffic goes, I don't want through traffic coming through here too much. This is already limited to buses and emergency vehicles only. So putting a connection down here is not desirable. However, I think a pedestrian path absolutely would be a good idea. So we shall go and grab our famous and favorite workshop resource, the pedestrian cycle combo path, and I'm going to turn off the snapping and try to get this at a nice angle out of the corner, like so, just a little too close, I suspect. We'll put that down there, and then we'll do that. And that will make it easier for people to get to school. Hopefully. I mean, this side road is still a little bit out of the way, obviously. But that's fine. If people use it. I think we should line it with some trees, too. Maybe some smallish trees. Don't want anything too huge. I started to really like the prop drawing tool. Yeah, I got it right. It sounded like I wasn't pronouncing that right for some reason. Are these footpaths? Are those like university footpaths? Could I connect to those? If I can, it might be nice to have another little path over here. That's going to be under the actual university here. Specifically, I think the trade school path. Oh yeah. Of course the fence has to go now. Just a pain in the ass because they're kind of hard to select. Yeah, that's coming along just fine, isn't it? Our little university. Well, trade school. It's a college, not a university. The Stately School of Crafting and Mining. And we'll do one more little path over here. Because we can, and because I want to. And we'll run it from here to... too close. And we'll put this at an angle. No, still too close. Still too close. now it won't connect. Game. Why do you have to be like this? I don't mind that these connections are a little bit weird. I just wish it were easier to get them to be weird symmetrically. But this is the kind of the same issue we have with the terrain painter. The whole system works with just an alpha blend of the base level terrain. So there's nothing really that you can do about this. It's the exact same problem as we get with the terrain painter. It is, as they say, what it is. But there are definitely people using these footpaths to get to and from school. That's good. Looks like this one's less popular, and this one is also definitely getting use. So that's good. I think I want to have the more standard path here. Can we upgrade? Is this an upgradable path? It is not an upgradable path. It's alright. We'll just build it again. Because, hey, building it once was fun. Building it twice is going to be awesome, right? There we go. It just fits in better. Alright, so our trade school is coming along nicely. We'll check in on our cemetery. We got only 2 hearses in use and only lots of... Did that one hearse just drop off like 6 corpses? I get the distinct impression that that's what happened. And this one is still not empty. Okay. Are we having power issues? He said rhetorically, yeah, we are having power issues. Our power consumption has dropped below the acceptable level. Dum dum dum. All right, so we've got a couple of areas set up here for power generation. For example, I have a coal power plant and an incineration plant here that I'm not convinced is connected to anything. Oh yeah, we have the rural power lines here. I think what we need to do is connect that to our main power grid, and then we should be okay. So let's go ahead and grab those lovely, lovely rural power lines, and we'll run them along the road here. Where it gets steep, we're going to have to get a little bit closer. That's just the way it is. I don't really have major plans for the zoning around here. I'm not intending to put anything other than maybe a couple of incidentals down. So this is not a big deal. And let's see. That's still not solving our issues. Oh, haha. You know what? Last episode we moved these windmills, and it's possible that we ever so slightly forgot to hook them back up to the power grid. Just a teeny tiny bit forgot. So, let's go ahead and fix that. We have a couple of options here. We can either run it across the water, which would be the obvious thing to do, or we can do the not obvious thing to do and run it along the coast. And I'm not going to do that because it's going to be kind of fugly. So let's just grid up here. Easy peasy. Okay, that should solve the power issues. We're still marginal though. So we do need more power. I think perhaps we'll wait until the next episode for that. Let's take a quick look at what we've done today and make sure that everything is going well. Our new neighborhood has filled in. We've got some houses here that aren't falling inside of the zone. Almost as if I did it on purpose, but I didn't. So we'll paint. No, it's just district. We'll paint this in. I don't like inherently mind, but we're going for kind of a consistent look here, and it does look nice. Although we're having a lot of trouble finding employees, in spite of the fact that we have a fair amount of living spaces here now. It's kind of, it is what it is, I guess. What are you doing, Stately? Why are you demolishing all of those buildings? Well, thank you for asking. I am going to allow for some larger buildings back here. And I don't think I need to do that there. That's just fine the way it is. But this area here can support larger buildings and they'll look good, so we're going to go with that. Okay, so this is coming along. We still have the same issues here that we've been having all this time, which is that these areas don't have enough visitors. And zoning-wise, this is all zoned tourist. I think maybe we'll have better luck if we don't zone this area for tourists, because we clearly do have commercial demand. We'll leave the tourist area over here, and we've got our little leisure area, and that's all more or less okay. There are still people there that aren't getting enough customers. What are the issues here? We have a subway that's working well. We have a good bus system here. So I don't think there are any inherent problems. I think it should all sort itself out well enough. And that, I think, will do it for today. I'm trying to be a little bit more focused in these episodes and try not to meander quite so much. So I'm not going to try to pad the episodes out to an hour if they don't have to be an hour. If you want shorter episodes, or if you want the full hour-long episodes, let me know in the comments. I would like to hear from you. And please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends. Smash the like button. Don't actually smash the like button because it's on your monitor and it would break it, and that's not a great idea, but press it. You know, the little thumbs up. If you like me, if you hate me, go ahead and press the thumbs down button. I don't care. There's no skin off my back. Is this our university? I do believe it is. Okay, I'll leave you with a couple of minutes of the cinematic view, and we'll see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, folks. Stately out.